Adventures.
Hey guys, it's Chuke here with Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Well, I finally got my hands on a Canik TTI Combat Master. And when they first came out, they were going for a lot. They were like 1,100. Now they're back down to their lower than the MSRP, about 852 you can get them. So I'm going to show you what you get in the package. Really good value, I feel, and we'll take it to the range. I was initially a little bit torn on this because I don't really like Turkish-made firearms. I wasn't really big on the company, but I had to admit Canik is one of the few companies that is adding all the features that the customers ask for. I feel like Smith & Wesson is doing that on a lot of their newer M&P line, but Canik was one of the only companies that are doing that. You know, I love Glocks, but you have to replace the sights, you have to replace the trigger to get what you want a lot of times, and these things just have everything. So kind of hard for me to hate. We're going to take it to the range. We're going to take a close look at it, and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, well, I have to give a shout out to Drop It Like It's Scott. I'll put a link into his video, but he's a friend of mine that's a YouTuber, and he did a bunch of videos on this, and he's actually tested it, and he's gone through several thousand rounds with no problems, which is pretty impressive. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to get it. Now, as far as value, this is amazing. The one thing I didn't like is that it only came with 2 mags. For something really premium like this, it would have been nice to have 3 mags like the standard Glock Gen 5s, but this one is extended. It's got the +3, so 18 + 3. Pretty impressive. We have the pistol itself, which we will take a look at, but this case, I mean, it's a really thick case. You've got the plate system, which we'll get into. You've got extra grips. This has like some little tools in it, which is weird because they give you other tools, but this is what makes it like such a value. I did take the base plate off because I have been carrying it. It's actually very comfortable for carry, but it comes with a coin just like the Legion series from SIG. I'm a sucker for these type of coins. They give you, you know, it's the whole John Wick theme. So that was very cool. I was very pleased with that. We got Taron's signature there, his symbol. Nice cleaning things, like I said, tools, and outside the waistband holster, Kydex holster. So all that and having a holster out of the box is an amazing value for the price by itself. So let's take a look at the pistol itself. So here we go. And like I said, I did take off that magwell because I have been carrying it. It's a little better of a profile like this. Now, it comes with 3 plates, so you can put different optics on it. It's cut very low. Look how low that is. Nothing in there. Look how low that is on the slide. Like the slide is thin up here and you just got lots of metal. But I think this is an aftermarket plate because the other ones were plastic and this is a thicker one. So I would like to see it a little lower because I could just barely co-witness. And this optic was super annoying because it was difficult without the correct size screwdriver to set. So our optic was not set. I'll do another video testing the accuracy, but all the features on that. The one thing at first I didn't like was there's a lot of play in the trigger. It's a very light trigger. The reset is really nice, but at first there's this play and it just kind of feels wobbly, but shooting it, you do not notice. It feels really good, like a Springfield SIG trigger, even better. So it's got this finish, this bronze finish that I really like, the TTI bronze. It's fairly light, 29.5 ounces. So unloaded, it is very light. You think it would have bad recoil, but the ports and the brake, they make such a difference. Fiber optic, kind of extended front sight there. These rear sights are adjustable. Very ergonomic. I like the grip angle. I like the texture. This really surprised me. So they got the serrated slide stop. And this, the only other thing I didn't like about it is this is a quick attach compensator, with teeny little deals on there. So I still have to watch a video on how to take that off, but it makes me nervous just to see tiny little pins. I'm sure it's fine. And like I said, Scott, Drop It Like It's Scott, did an extended test with thousands of rounds on his. You can see it's got the fluted barrel. The magazines were really impressive. I compared this, you'll see on my comparison video, to the Glock 17 mags. Very thin, much thinner than a Glock 17 mag. And they got 18 in there. So they did an amazing job with the technology, putting these mags together. 5.87 inches high. I thought it was much thinner. It feels like a very thin pistol. The width is 1.41 inches, but I think it's because of these slide stops on each side that make that extra difference. I wish they would have just kept it on this side to make it a little thinner and just made it reversible for lefties, but they have it ambidextrous. So very interesting pistol. Just a ton of features for $852. I mean, kind of blown away by it. So let's see how it shoots. All right, TTI Combat Master from Canik. Going to just test it out. I did have problems. I didn't bring the right screwdriver for this Trijicon, so kind of frustrating it's not sighted in. But I have been getting on steel just using the co-witness. So we're at 19 yards away. Let's see if I can still get it. There we go. Man, that is flat. Shoot. Oh, wow. Closed on its own. Interesting. Little flinch at the end. Man, that thing is a joy. We'll have Matt check it out. We got Matt from Alaska Frontier One. Check out his channel. He's going to try it out.
Let's see if I can hit steel. Definitely not successful at hitting steel, but I will say that as far as like the red dot reset and the movement, it is just so clean. This thing is, you could definitely get super fast with this.
Really flat.
And the more I shoot it, at first, like when we were doing the comparison, I was like, triggers, you know, not the best, but I will say for a striker fire, it's very good. The reset is so minimal. I mean, if you come from like Glocks or SIGs or anything like that, like striker fired SIGs,
way better.
This is definitely a lot better. I mean, the reset is just so minimal on that. And,
it is.
Very, very clean trigger. I'm actually, the more I shoot it, the more I'm really actually starting to like the trigger. I mean, the 1911 is still obviously better, but for a striker fire, you're gonna be hard pressed to find a better trigger than that, honestly. That's really saying a lot because it is a Turkish firearm. You don't want to love it, but
it's hard to hate it.
It's hard to hate it, yeah, for sure.
That's how I feel.
Gosh, that is a really clean, really fast and flat shooting handgun. I am very impressed.
All right. Well, there you go. This is the pistol that no matter how hard I try to hate, I just can't. I think it's a keeper. And for the price you're going to pay, roughly $852 is the lowest price I've seen. Considering you get that case and everything in it and this incredible shooter, this is really hard to resist. There are few options on the market at this price point that add everything to it. I think it's really cool that Taron Butler worked with them to create something that he designed himself for a battle belt pistol, something you're going to use to train with. This is pretty amazing. The trigger feels great. I have to give it 2 thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think. It's Chuke, your friend in the field.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh, look, get shot by a bear, but I don't care. I got a 10mm. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you almost die every time.